So today's Murli is 27th October 2023. Morning Murli, Om Shanti, Bab Dada from Madhuban. In essence, Baba is saying, sweet children, let the drums of happiness beat in your hearts because the unlimited Father has come to give you the unlimited inheritance. Let the drums of happiness beat in your hearts because the unlimited Father has come to give you the unlimited inheritance. Question: what illusion has Maya created for human beings due to which they are unable to make effort to go to heaven? When people see the pomp of Maya of the final period over the last 100 years, when they see the inventions of aeroplanes, electricity, etc., they think that heaven is here. They have wealth, palaces, motor cars, and so they think that this is it, that this is heaven for them. This happiness from Maya puts them under an illusion because of this, they don't make effort to go to heaven. Baba is saying, the song that's being played, Mother, O Mother, you are the bestower of fortune for all. Om Shanti. It has been explained to you, children, that praise is sung of those who have been and gone. Who have been and gone. The people of Bharat don't know this. Even the scholars and Pandit do not know this. So Baba is saying, you only praise those that have been and gone, that was here and then went away. So when people are, this point is so interesting because people are worshipping so many different deities and they are worshipping Ishwar, they're worshipping Allah or Paramatma, whatever. If they're worshipping, Baba is saying the praise is sung of those who have been and gone. So first is like whoever we are being praising right now, praying to, they were existing at some point of time in the world stage. What time? Now that's what Baba is explaining to the children. Baba says, even the scholars and Pandit do not know this. Jagdamba, the world mother, means the one who creates the people of the world. Jagad Amba, the world mother, means the one who creates the people of the world. You know that the one who is called Jagadamba is now sitting personally in front of you, children. They have been singing this on the path of devotion without any understanding. You children have now received this knowledge. That is, you have received Jagdamba's introduction. They have created many different pictures in the name of Jagadamba. In fact, whether she is called Kali, Saraswati, or Durga, there is only one Jagadamba. By her being given many names, people have become confused. They also speak of Kali of Calcutta. However, there is no such person as the one in that picture. The father says all of that is the paraphernalia of the path of devotion. The kingdom of Ravan starts at the same time as the path of devotion. It's a very interesting point. Why Baba is saying the kingdom of Ravan starts at the same time as the path of devotion.
Om Shanti, because it's maybe during the Copper Age, the devotion started, and there was like uh, vices, like vices in that uh, Copper Age start to have there's like yeah, vices starts to happen in the Copper Age.
Yeah, like devotion in Hindi is called bhakti. So when Atma
Mm.
lost the Shakti, then the soul turned to bhakti.
Mm.
So when the soul forgot the awareness of the self, then they became devotion,
Mm.
devoid of the awareness of being a soul. So that's why the path of devotion. And when, if you have forgotten yourself, you know, in Ramayana, Sita forgot herself, that she's the queen. She forgot the Dilaram, the father, like the Dilaram. Ram is, in the story, Ram is shown as a god, right? And she got attracted because she forgot who she was, her awareness. Then she got attracted to a golden deer, right? A golden deer. What? How can a queen who owns the kingdom of gold be attracted to a golden deer? But because she forgot who she was, she got attracted. Then they show that when once that happened, she sent. So she made herself distant from God. So she sent Sri Ram away. Then she made herself distance from Lakshman. So Lakshman basically means knowledge. Lakshman basically means goal, Laksha in Hindi. So once you forget your awareness and get attracted to something that is temporary, that does not speak of, that does not equate to who you are, then you also forget your goal. Once all that has happened, then comes Ravan, who deceives you and completely kidnaps you away. So then that's why Baba says the kingdom of Ravan starts at the same time as the path of devotion. People don't know who Ravan is or who Ram is. So Ravan is not a person. Ravan is not an identity of someone. And but Ravan, if you've seen, is shown to have 10 heads. So this basically are the 10 heads of our vices, not our vices, of the vices. So I was saying the kingdom of Ravan starts at the same time as the path of devotion. People don't know who Ravan is or who Ram is. This is an unlimited story. You children know that the kingdom of Ravan is now to end and that the kingdom of Rama is about to begin. There's also a secret in this line. The kingdom of Ravan is now to end. And the kingdom of Rama is about to begin. So if those who are still living in the kingdom of Ravan, what is going to happen with them? About to end. Those that are living in the kingdom of Ram, what's happening with them? They are going to begin. So the state of being is a little different. Rama is definitely someone who gives you happiness, and Ravan is definitely someone who causes you sorrow. There is the kingdom of Ravan in Bharat, and so it is called a cottage of sorrow. The father has explained that at present all of you are in the kingdom of Ravan, which is about to end. It is mainly about Bharat. You have become degraded in the kingdom of Ravan. Why is this point important, that it is mainly about Bharat?
Mm, it's Bharat actually means uh, not India. It's not like India that what people know, but it's actually the part that of the country where every country, there's some parts of every country they join together, and where there are lots of purity, peace, and all the virtues in that, where they all those people who will come to the Bharat, they are all pure without any vices.
Yeah. So Baba is talking about the place where Bharat, so the land of Bharat in itself is Akhand. that there's a particular piece of land that never gets destroyed, or the others
mm,
are moving, turning, whatever that's happening to them. But Bharat is, that's one thing. And the main thing is that it is this land in which the Supreme Soul incarnates in.
mm,
Basically, it was the soul of the Brahma was in this land, and so Shiv Baba was meant to incarnate in this land. And it's because it's people in Bharat. It's yeah, it's this place where most of the history of the world has been. And that's why you see that today, I mean, a few years ago Bharat was the most degraded. Now it's coming up, because now, as you said, it's Ram, as Baba said, it's Rama's kingdom is beginning. So what I'm
mm,
trying to say is that whoever's living in Ravan's kingdom, their mindset will be like, okay, this end, it should end, it should, this should end. Their way of thinking will also become like end, yeah, like end. So it's, they will be rushing towards the end. Whereas it's for the people who are living in the kingdom of Ram, in the sense, in the truthful awareness, in remembrance of the Dilaram, Baba, the Ekumkar, their awareness will be about beginning. Like, it's the beginning. It's the beginning. So it's all about the awareness. So when something is beginning, it's new, it's fresh,
mm,
it's pure. Baba is saying there's the you have become degraded in the kingdom of Ravan. Brahma, the unlimited father, is the one who gives you happiness. At this time, all human beings are following devilish dictates. Actually, there isn't a Ravan with 10 heads. Those are the dictates of the five vices, which are called the dictates of Ravan. Shiv Baba's directions are Shri Mat. It's now the devilish community. This is an unlimited matter. It is now the devilish community. This is an unlimited matter. You receive happiness for 21 birth by following Shri Mat. So, how is this point important? You receive happiness for 21 births by following Shri Mat. Why is this important?
mm. At this in this confluence age, where we are listening to Baba's Murli, like if we follow his Srimad with everything, his code of conduct, and we will receive the happiness for 21 births, meaning not only in this confluence age, which is equal to one birth, but also in um in Satyug and Tetrayug, full of 21 births.
That is,
That is full of happiness.
that is absolutely correct. But now think, why has Baba said this? Imagine if Baba did not mention this. Why is this point important? You receive happiness for 21 birth by following Shri Mat. If Baba did not
Mm,
tell this point, I as a soul would never be able to distinguish whose direction
mm,
am I following. Now, when I understand, okay, so happiness, following Srimad gives happiness. So, if I am following Srimad, my feeling should be of happiness. That's the first
mm,
importance I'm realizing from this point. Second importance, if I'm not feeling happy, which means I'm not following Srimad, I'm following Ravan's Mat. It's a checking point. And the greatness about this is that whatever task I'm doing, there will be this deep feeling that I am following Shiv Baba's direction. It's not any
mm,
ordinary direction that I'm doing. Every action that I do, I have this confidence. It is guided by Shiv Baba's Mat. So it cannot go wrong. It cannot fail,
mm,
and it cannot cause sorrow because it's Shiv Baba's Mat.
mm.
It's
Not
Shiv,
Manmat.
not
Yes.
Manad. So if, but because it's very easy, this point Baba is why, because every word that Baba is speaking, there's a very deep reason why he's speaking. So that's how the intellect should churn, that what if this point didn't exist? What would happen?
Mm,
So that you understand the importance. Then you go deeper, then and understand
mm,
the deepness of the point. The more we do like this, वो point अपना बन जाएगा. Like it will become your embodiment. So Baba is saying,
mm,
Shiv Baba's directions are Sri Mat. It is now the devilish community. This is an unlimited matter. You receive happiness for 21 births by following Sri. By following devilish dictates, you have received sorrow for 63 births. You know that Ravan, whom people have been burning, is the biggest enemy. They don't know when they will finally stop burning Ravan. They say burning Ravan has continued from time immemorial. They create an effigy of him and continue to burn it. Truly, Ravan has caused everyone sorrow, especially in Bharat. Imagine we are burning somebody, burning something as a symbol every year. So in depth, we don't burn anything just like that. We are burning because it is, it has caused some difficulty in our life. Like for example, people are burning rubbish. People don't want it, and that's why they are burning it. We burn, like the rice husk, like what is useless, we are burning that away. So in this, when people are repeatedly burning something, which means definitely whatever that Ravan is symbolizing has caused sorrow. And they do that especially in Bharat. Therefore, Ravan is a great enemy, but no one knows about this unlimited enemy. So they burn him, but they don't know who is this Ravan. What is this Ravan? The unlimited Father comes and gives you unlimited happiness. Even scholars and pundits don't know something so easy. You children know that you have to claim your inheritance of happiness from the unlimited Father. However, you repeatedly forget the Father. On the path of devotion, you have been calling out, "Oh Baba, have mercy on me." I continue to have mercy with whatever feelings you worship the deities. I definitely give you temporary happiness for that. No one else can give you happiness. So Baba is saying, no one else can give you happiness. On the path of devotion also, the soul called out to Baba. Even if it didn't know who Baba was, it called out to Baba. And Baba is saying, only I give you happiness. So it's, Baba is saying, imagine this point didn't exist. What would have happened? Why is Baba saying this? Why is this important? So that I know that no relationship, no materialistic thing, no knowledge from any physical entity, or no achievement physically can give me happiness. Because Baba said, no one else can give you happiness. I am the bestower of happiness, and I am also the bestower on the path of devotion. They say God, the Father, gave this. They say this of God. What is, imagine, let's see, in its entirety, how is it true that it is only God that can give you happiness? Because happiness is something when, yeah, answer, sister. What were you saying?
It's true.
Yeah.
No, it's true that God can give you unlimited happiness, but also people, no, God cannot give you any sorrow. But in fact, physical things like materialistic things or whatsoever, it gives only limited happiness.
Yeah. Yes. So Baba is saying that's a very good deep churning. Like no one else can give you happiness because let's see, like if I get happiness from a physical thing or a relationship, because it's governed by karmic law, if I have received happiness, I will receive sorrow from the same thing. But Baba
mm,
is such an entity beyond this physical laws that he only gives happiness, unlimited happiness. That's why he's called the bestower of happiness, which is so right. If you try to see, like, imagine, like, you be like anything that you took happiness from, at some point of in time, it will have caused you sorrow. Be it
mm,
if you've taken happiness from your love from the mom, let's just take an example.
mm,
Your warmth we got from mom, it has caused sorrow when that love or warmth was not experienced and something else was experienced from that
mm,
soul in that role. Then that happiness disappeared. Or
mm,
for say when that love and warmth was not there, when the person was not there, then sorrow was experienced.
mm,
So over here, Baba is saying, no one else can give you happiness. I am the bestower of happiness. I'm also the bestower on the path of devotion. Then I, the soul, understand that it's only Baba that can give unlimited happiness. Okay. And Baba says, people even sing, oh God, remove our sorrow. Then why do they say that such and such a holy man removed their sorrow or gave them a child? They believe that they received happiness due to his blessings. When they make profit in their business, they think that it is because of the blessing of their guru. If they have a loss, they don't think that this is due to the lack of their guru's blessing. If they have a loss, then they blame it on God. Poor devotees continue to say whatever enters their mind without understanding anything. They continue to follow whatever they hear. This is also in the drama. Baba has not said that they blame God. Baba just said if they have a loss, they don't think it's due to the lack of their guru's blessing. But when they have a profit, they think, oh, it's because of the guru's blessing. But in reality, it's only Baba. Baba's some Baba's Baba's saying it's only Baba that can bestow even on the path of devotion. Baba saying the Father now comes and makes you belong to him. Even in this point, like, why is it only Baba that can come and bestow? Why ain't nobody else? Like, why is it only that Baba can give? It's a very interesting point. If we understand this point, we will never have any expectations from anyone else. Our full attention will be on Baba. It's a very interesting point to channel. Do you have an answer, Sister Grace? Why is it that only Baba can give?
because what I think, he is the he is a supreme soul. He has a higher power than us. We're just a normal, we're just a soul, and he is at a higher plane. And I feel he can give us unlimited happiness. And by removing our sorrow, and he doesn't have any vices, that's why he cannot give us any sorrow. But for as people, like born in this world, they are born through vices, of course, so they're not completely pure, and that's why we can experience sometimes a sorrow from them. Yeah, but Baba is only one who can give us unlimited happiness. Mm.
It's true because Baba, the unlimited never comes in the cycle of the limited. She's always having the the purity, the true original oceanic. He's always the source. The source never
Mm.
comes in the cycle. So that's one reason. But and because he never comes in the cycle, he's always constant. He's never losing out or gaining again. He's always constant. So I was saying, poor devotees, acha, um, poor devotees continue to say whatever enters their mind without understanding anything. They continue to follow whatever they hear. This is also in the drama. The father now comes and makes you belong to him. Maya causes a lot of obstacles in your having love for the father. Baba is saying Baba comes and makes you belong to him. That's another point to turn. Like how is Baba doing this? Why Baba makes me belong to him? Why do I need to belong to Baba? Why in this process Maya causes obstacle? Maya causes a lot of obstacles in you having love for the father. She completely turns your face away. She makes you divorce the father who gives you happiness for 21 births. The father explains that there is a difference of day and night between the path of this knowledge and the path of devotion. After people have become poverty stricken while continually doing devotion, the father comes, gives this knowledge, and makes them prosperous for 21 births. You have been doing devotion for birth after birth and received temporary happiness. There's a lot of sorrow. The father says, I have come to give you back the kingdom which you lost. This is something unlimited. It is nothing, it's not anything else. Lakshmi and Narayan, etc., were voiceless deities. There would have been so many diamonds and jewels in their palaces. As you progress further, you will see a great deal. The closer you come, the more saints of heaven you will see. There will be such big courts. There will be such good decorations of gold, diamond, etc. on the palaces and windows. That is all. Just wait for the night to end and the day to begin. The paradise that you see in the divine visions, you will definitely see in a practical way. The destruction that you have seen in divine visions, you will definitely also see practical. Drums of happiness should beat inside you. You are claiming your unlimited inheritance from the unlimited Father. Why is Baba calling this inheritance unlimited inheritance when we know that after 21 births we lose it?
Anji, yes, it's of course Baba gives us unlimited inheritance because in for example, like in this birth, right, we are receiving, suppose we are gonna receive like one property of some property or from the father, physical father, like yeah, it's just like limited in this birth only, but it's not the fully happiness that we receive from Baba, which is unlimited. And yes.
Unlimited, here's you're exactly right that the inheritance from this father finishes. This role finishes, soul moves out of this body, done. Inheritance then and there.
Mm,
With Baba, Baba is saying unlimited inheritance, even after, even when we become on the when we come on the path of devotion, we have lost the kingdom, right? The kingdom of the golden age and the silver age. But Baba is saying unlimited inheritance. It is because when we claim this unlimited inheritance, it comes with us throughout the cycle. And it is because we have claimed it in the previous cycle, there is a right on the inheritance of Baba. It's only those who have that inheritance of Baba will claim it in Sangam Yoga again. They'll have the feeling that this is my inheritance. And in the entire cycle, if you see there the sanskar of the soul will be of royalty. No matter even if they are born in a poor family, their sanskars will be such that they'll be able to create a great life because of the inheritance that they've received from the Father, the unlimited inheritance. Understand? Like Brahma Baba,
Mm.
in his last janam, he was not a rich person, was he? He was the son of a school teacher. His father died. He was like a village urchin, like a very poor. He belongs from a very poor family. But his sanskar, his inheritance that the soul had taken from the father, Shiva, which is basically sanskars. What's our inheritance? When Baba is saying unlimited inheritance, so what can be unlimited? Which always remains with you, right? No matter what. That's unlimited. So what remains with the soul? The sanskars, the memory in the soul will always remain with you. So it is that divine sanskars, like sanskars equal to Shiv Baba. That's the inheritance you're getting. So those sanskars had helped Brahma Baba the entire cycle to play his part, like as a number one soul. And it is those sanskars, those royal sanskars, the power to discriminate, power to understand people, that made him from a village urchin to the richest merchant in town. He lived a very royal life because of his inheritance, the unlimited inheritance. Does it make sense? Even if it doesn't make sense, you can tell me. So then we can further churn on
It makes sense, yes.
it. Okay, Baba. I'm just having a lot of enthusiasm as I read the Murli. Okay. Um, so Baba, that's why saying the drums of happiness should beat inside you, because what you're receiving from Baba will never finish. It's always gonna be there. These pictures are not accurate that you see. You see all of those things in divine visions. You go there and dance. You used to make so many pictures, etc. Whatever the Father showed you in a divine vision, it will definitely happen in a practical way. You know that this dirty world is going to end. You're sitting here and making effort to claim your self-sovereignty by following Shrima. There's a lot of difference between the path of devotion and this path of knowledge. Look at what the condition of Bharat has now become. They don't have food to eat, and yet look at the big plans they make. There is very little time left. Look what their plans are and what your plans are. These things are not mentioned in the scriptures. They have written so many stories in the Ramayana, etc. But it is not like that. Why do they burn Ravan every year? If Ravan had been burned, he should have been destroyed. Should he not? Look at the income on the path of devotion and the income on the path of knowledge. Baba fills your treasure store completely. It takes effort. You definitely have to remain pure. It is remembered. Why should you renounce nectar and drink poison? They have created a lake in Amritsar and given it the name Lake of Nectar. तो ऐसा कोई लेक है अमृतसर में that his name is Lake of Nectar?
It's in Golden Temple, Harimandir Sahib.
Yeah, what is it called?
Yeah, it's it's Harimandir Sahib. It's a golden temple in Amritsar, and where this lake of
Acha,
like Amrit water by Guru Ramdas Ji. Yes,
acha.
fifth
See,
Guru.
Baba is talking about that. Baba has remembered that today. They take a dip in the lake. There is also a lake with the name Man Sarovar. They don't understand the meaning of Man Sarovar. Man Sarovar means that the incorporeal Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul, the ocean of knowledge enters a human body and speaks this knowledge. Man Sarovar. The Sarovar comes in the Manushatan. Man Sarovar. Oh, Baba. Mansarovar means the incorporeal Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul, the ocean of knowledge enters a human body and speaks this knowledge. People have sat and made up so much stories. The Gita is the mother, the jewel of all scriptures. They then said that it was spoken by Krishna. They have also written so many things about Krishna, that he was bitten by a snake, that he abducted a woman. They have made so many false allegations. You can now explain to them that this does not relate to Krishna. It is the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul who sits here and tells you the essence of the Vedas, the scriptures, the Granth, through Brahma. Number one is the Srimad Bhagavad Gita. The people of Bharat only have one religious scriptures because it has been falsified. All its children, the Vedas and the scriptures, have also been become false. The Father explains to you so clearly. In spite of that, as you move along, you continue to be slapped by Maya. You don't imbibe anything. This is a battlefield. You are the children who have become Brahmins. Such things are not written in the Gita, etc. There is the mouth born creation of Brahma. The sacrificial fire was created through Brahma. There is truly the sacrificial fire of the knowledge of Rudra. So, where did the battle come from? So, where did the battlefield come from? A sacrificial fire in which a horse was sacrificed for self sovereignty is also remembered. We are sacrificing these chariots. They have then created a sacrificial fire of Daksh Prajapati and sat and sacrificed a horse in it. They have written all sorts of things. You know that Bharat was heaven in the golden age, and so were very few people there. There were few deities there. There will definitely be the kingdom on the banks of River Jamuna. Just the deities will rule there. There'll be no heat waves, etc. There, that they would have to go Kashmir or Shimla. The elements will also have been completely Sattva Pradhan. Only those who are to understand these things will understand them. The golden age is called heaven and the iron age is called hell. The copper age is not that much hellish. In the silver age, the degrees are reduced by two. The most happiness is in heaven. They say that so and so has gone to heaven, but they don't understand the meaning of heaven. If he became a resident of heaven, then he was surely in hell prior to that. Every human being is now in hell. The Father is now giving you the unlimited kingdom. Everything there will be yours, the earth, the sky, etc. You will rule an unshakable, constant, and peaceful kingdom. There will be no mention of sorrow. But we're saying you will rule an unshakable, constant, and peaceful kingdom. Basically, that also means that now I should rule this body in an unshakable, constant, and peaceful. I should make this body like that, my mind like that. It's unshakable, it's constant, and it's peaceful kingdom because I will rule such a kingdom in the future. There will be no mention of sorrow. Therefore, you should make so much effort for that. Look what the stage of the children is like. You know that your mama and baba are making very good efforts. Why should you also not make efforts saying? Why should you? Why should you also not make effort and claim your inheritance? The father says, children, don't get tired. Continue to follow Shrima. Never forget Shrima. You need to be very cautious about this. You remember what Baba said? When you follow Srimad, you receive happiness. That is a law. So never forget Srimad. Continue to follow Srimad. Need to be very cautious about this. Whatever you do, ask Baba. Baba, I am confused about this. I will not accumulate sin by doing this, will I? Baba is telling the method. Baba, ask him. Baba never takes anyone from anything. Sorry, Baba never takes anything from anyone. Even on the path of devotion, people donate in the name of God and then receive something in return. What would Shiv Baba do by taking something from you? He doesn't have to build any palaces. He does everything for you, children. He has buildings built here for you to stay in at the end. Your memorial temple is here and you're also sitting here. The serviceable children will see a lot of splendor as they progress further. While sitting here, you will tour around heaven. You will then go there and build palaces. There is a competition of buildings. Look how much they have built in the last 100 years. They have made Bharat into paradise. So, what would they not have in just 100 years there? So Baba was so beautifully saying that in 100 years, in Kali Yuga, they made the world so like you can see buildings are made like sometimes so beautifully. So imagine in 100 years in Satyug, what would they do? It would be super, super, super beautiful. I was saying you can understand this. All of science will be useful to you there. The happiness of science will be experienced there. And this happiness will not give any sorrow. Here there is sorrow. They make so much effort in science. You children know that they are just praising themselves. That there is temporary, momentary happiness. It is the pomp of Maya of the final time. Now they travel in aeroplanes and rockets, etc. None of those facilities existed before. Previously, there wasn't electricity either. All of that is the comfort of Maya, which creates an illusion for people. Why? Why is it creating an illusion of people? Because it is in these 100 years that are the prime. It is only, Baba only comes for 100 years. It is this time where we can, we can experience the comfort of Maya, have a very comfortable life, or experience Baba's company, which is also comfortable, but you have to be very strong to, to reach that comfort level. So you see, it's because Baba has come. So it's the time of earning your inheritance, claiming a right of your inheritance, but it could also be the time of enjoying Maya's pomp, which is actually not enjoying. It's actually taking you away from your right, your happiness. So it's so beautiful, Baba. Oh, lovely. They don't understand that the preparations are being made for heaven now. They think that because they have wealth and palaces, so it this it itself is heaven for them here and now. Acha, let that heaven be in their fortune. Baba saying, those that feel that this is their heaven, okay, let them experience this as a heaven. We have to make effort and go to the true heaven. You are making effort for that. You must not become slack in your efforts. You have to live at home with your families and make effort. You have to do service. You have to become pure and also enable your friends and relatives to become worthy. You know, service ka arth kya hai? Let's look at the interesting word. Baba uses the English word service. Service. It's basically sir and vis. If you just say this, it's a vice, right? If you just make it, it's basically a vice. But service, when you cut the sir, when you cut the head of your vice, you are able to do service. So for doing service, one needs to have the courage. So one has to let go of their fears. One has to let go of their egos. So the humility, has to let so when you can do that, when you're thinking beyond yourself, that's when you can do service. That's the beauty of this word. It's interesting why Baba used specifically for this. He says the entire Murli in Hindi, but he uses the word service in English. I was saying you have to become pure and also enable your friends and relatives to become worthy. You have to become pure and you have to also enable friends and relatives to become worthy. Tell them sweet things. Papa has explained the point of the two fathers very clearly. You are to receive your inheritance of the father's property. Acha, to the sweetest beloved, long lost and now found children, love, remembrance, and good morning from the mother, the father, Bapdada. The spiritual father says Namaste to the spiritual children. Essence for Dharna. First, never get tired of making effort. Be very cautious while you continue to following Srimad. Never get confused. So Baba first is saying, never get tired of making effort, because to do any effort is required. If you want to be good, if you want to be successful, effort in itself is a reward. To be able to make effort is like a blessing. You could consider like that. Baba is saying, be very cautious while you continue to follow Srimad. Because if you're following Srimad, then one thing you always experience happiness. Second thing, you will not feel tired. So be cautious. Never get confused. So if you're following Srimad and you're feeling sorrow, then maybe there is a mixturity in that Srimad. And it's not entirely Srimad. And I was saying, never perform any sinful acts. In order to go to the true heaven, do not do the service of becoming pure and enabling others to become pure. Do the service of becoming pure and enabling others to become pure. Blessing, may you be a double serving trustee whose intellect has faith and have spiritual love for your worldly relatives. May you be a double serving trustee. You know, the word trustee is also very interesting. Trust. Let's erase this. So if you see the word trustee, trust. The word trustee comes from trust. You're trustee. So you trust. Actually, Baba has trusted you with this responsibility, with this role, with this costume, this part. That's one way. And the second way is that you trust Baba that he will take care of everything. He is the owner. And I am just doing according to the way he's making me move, right? The way his Shrimat is. I'm just following that. I trust that. That becoming a trustee. That this is not mine. This is Baba Shrimat and it belongs to Baba. I belong to Baba. That trust. Trust makes one trustee. So I was saying, may you be a double serving trustee whose intellect has faith and have spiritual love for your worldly relatives. Some children get tired while doing service and think that it is never going to change. Do not get disheartened in this way. Let your intellect have faith and become detached from any consciousness of mind as you continue to move along. When you don't have any consciousness of mind, you cannot have sorrow. You won't even have another waste thought that service is not moving forward because it is meant to move. It's meant to progress. It's meant to grow. I was saying, do not get disheartened in this way. Let your intellect have faith and become detached from any consciousness of mind as you continue to move along. Some children take a little time to settle their accounts of devotion. Therefore, have patience. Be stable in the stage of a detached observer and continue to give this cooperation of peace and powers to souls. Have spiritual love for your worldly relatives and be a double server and a trustee. I think this is a very important blessing which cannot be understood in just one reading. It needs more depth. Let your intellect have faith and become detached from any consciousness of mind. So faith on what?
Faith in Baba, like his Srimat.
Mhm. Yeah, Baba said, right? After devotion comes the path of knowledge, right? After devotion. So devotion is sorrow, but after sorrow comes happiness. So having that faith that now I am in happiness. Baba is saying some children take a little time to settle their accounts of devotion. Baba is saying to, this blessing is actually helping me interact with other people in a very powerful way. What is Baba trying to say is that when you see something that is not like, there's no change, there's no change in soul's behaviors, despite them doing an effort or you doing an effort, don't get disheartened, because I was saying everybody has to settle their accounts of devotion. So have patience. Be stable in the stage of a detached observer and continue to give the cooperation of peace and power to souls. So, do you know the stage of being detached observer? How does this feel like?
Like observe everything, but do not get involved for just seeing from just looking at it, but do
Yeah,
not let us influence by their behavior, by anything. Yes.
exactly. So observe, but there is no thought or feeling created based on the situation. There's no thought or feeling this created based on the situation. But you have, what Baba says is, have spiritual love for your worldly relatives and give cooperation of peace and power. So the thoughts, even the thoughts that will be created based on peace and power, but
Mm.
not be like for that situation in particular, be of peace and power.
Mm.
So Baba is saying, have spiritual love for your worldly relatives, be a double server and a trustee. Slogan, to make the atmosphere elevated with your elevated attitude is real service. To make atmosphere elevated with your elevated attitude is real service. Om Shanti.
Mm.